Above Berlin, sighted during the Berlin airlift. In fact, it was a BEA, a British European Airways Vickers Viking airliner, on a commercial flight into Gatow Air Base. The Russians were obviously not that happy with what was going on and were flying provocatively, I think is the political way of putting it, intercepting aircraft, sometimes getting very, very close, and on this particular occasion both aircraft did collide. There was some evidence that the Yak pilot was performing aerobatics before the collision. Sadly, all 10 passengers on the airliner, as well as the Russian pilot, were killed. That sparked a huge diplomatic issue, probably the first of many.
Yes, it came at a time of great tensions in Berlin. We marked the 75th anniversary, I should say, of the start of the Berlin airlift in today's programme. Of course, we could do the 75th anniversary of its successful conclusion at next year's show, and that's the reason we have the Dakota from Aero Legends in the static display today with some appropriate vehicles. Yes, the Soviets, right the way through the Cold War, undertook harassment of Western aircraft using the air corridors, which were the only routes from West Germany across East German territory to the divided city of Berlin. It's something of a miracle there weren't more such disasters as that occurred 75 years ago this year.
And I think it's fair to say it still happens today.
Well, indeed, the Typhoon, of course, that we saw earlier in the programme still has the QRA role, albeit, of course, the Berlin air corridors, thankfully, are long consigned to the past. This aircraft was used by Capel Aviation, who commissioned the new build Yak 3 programme I was talking about earlier on, for many years, and based in France. It made several appearances in the UK during that time. In 2020, it started being operated by its current custodian, Bob Davey. It was reassembled in Belgium